I really want to. I've got a good, like I said, I've got a good reputation with the others, and I really want one with building control and everyone else. I'm not here to do anything illegal. It was obviously a bit of a scare when I got the letter through the legal works.
So when we walked into the property, what did we see?
Not a very nice note from the council saying that we're doing illegal works. The building control officer was called today to carry out a site inspection of your property. Please contact us for a date to revisit. Okay, let me give you the long story short. The site clearance team have obviously started making lots of noise. The neighbours are not happy. So because they're not happy, they claimed that we'd caused a crack in one of their walls, which is not true because unfortunately it's an old lady and she's, in my opinion, she's trying to get free work done because she's claimed that her bathroom has now got a crack in it. Her bathroom isn't joined to our wall. That's her bathroom, there, up there. That's her bathroom and it's separated. So if you can imagine, all these terraced houses, they're not joined onto each other. So there's actually, you can see that gap there, there's an alleyway there. Yeah. So obviously that's the gap of her garden. So they're not joined. The site clearance guy rang me up and says, you might have a problem next door, but they're not going to be happy. There's lots of noise. Luckily for her, we don't want to annoy anybody, of course, but we have to do our work. We're not starting at, so we start at 8:30 in the morning and we're finished by, 3 p.m. So there's not a lot of noise anyway. It's just an unfortunate thing that you might obviously have to try and keep your neighbours on your side. Kill them with kindness. Don't be rude to them. Just explain the situation, what's going on. And I've obviously got to ring the council now to explain what's happening at this property because there's no legal works.
Hi Dean, sorry, we've been chasing each other. It's James.
Oh yeah.
Hi Dean. Yeah, sorry, pal. I'm just,
yeah. What it was, James, is we've got a complaint with regards to building work at your property.
Yeah.
We haven't got any building regs for it. So I went down yesterday and had a look, and you're doing building work to an extent which is controllable under the building regulations. But with no application, so at the moment it's illegal.
What kind of building works would I need, Dean? Because I've only had a site clearance done.
Well, you're hacking plaster off the walls. I can see,
that
in itself is building regs. Because if you take more than 50% down, when you put it back, you've got to insulate it.
Yeah, because what we're doing is we're doing a damp-proof course. So I did speak to the people who obviously bought the materials from the damp-proof, and they've not informed me of any of any applications that I'd need to make. Obviously, you're the building control. I'd listen to you over them.
But what we're concerned at was we've had a notification from someone that you're doing a house in multiple occupation.
Yeah, well, see, that's another lie then that you've been told because it's just going to be a buy-to-let investment. You see, so the thing is, Dean, I've got a good reputation with Hull City Council's planning department with Laura Gibson, and the last thing I'm ever going to do is take that reputation. So if it does turn into a HMO, it's obviously going to go through the full planning application.
I understand that.
But at this moment in time, it's a buy-to-let investment with two rooms rented out. So any other hearsay is complete,
So when you say 2 rooms rented out, is it under the same occupancy or different occupancies?
Yeah, so with two, the HMO is 3 or more unrelated people. So as long as 2, for example, I could rent it out to 2 students, and that would fall under what's known as buy-to-let. Obviously, if it was then, if for example the living room downstairs was converted into a bedroom, that would make the 3rd bedroom, and then that would have to go through a full planning.
So what's the full extent of the work you're doing then? Because obviously, from looking through the window, your ground floor is entirely stripped out. All the door frames are gone.
Yeah, so
the path has gone to an extent.
Yeah, so that property suffers with rising damp. Or some form of salt that's been infected into the plaster. So obviously I'm going to be doing a lovely spec refurb, and the last thing I want to do is get to the end of the refurb project and then notice I've got damp coming through the plaster. So I've asked the site clearance team to remove the plaster up to 300 millimetres above the notable visible signs of damp, which is about 1.2 metres high. And then this week, I've got plans to basically go in and put the DPC dry zone rods in, and then it's going to be plasterboarded back over, and then obviously full skimmed after that, basically.
Right, so you're not taking 50% or around that of the plaster off now yet?
No, it's not 50%, Dean. No, it's not.
Yeah.
But I know that unfortunately that. I know the neighbours on that cul-de-sac, and I always just try and kill people with kindness and be polite where I can. And obviously, there's been a bit of noise. It's an older lady next door. I think there was a bit of a language barrier, so I've had it from my site clearance team. I'm just the middleman of kind of what's been relayed back and forth.
Yeah.
And apparently, she's complained that there's been a bit of noise, and apparently a couple of her tiles have fallen off or something. And my site clearance team, Fran, he's come back. He says, look, it's not even an adjoining wall. I mean, he went round into her house and had a look, and he said that her house is falling apart anyway. So it's not. Do you know what I mean, Dean? It's
I mean, what we'll do is we'll kill it there.
Yeah.
On that card I put through, there's an email address. If you can just confirm that all you're doing is a damp-proof repair.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, that in itself isn't building regulations, it's a repair.
Yes, yeah.
It'll kill the application, we can sign it off, and then if anyone else rings up, we can say it's been dealt with.
Yeah. Dean, I just want to stress, I really want to, I've got a good, like I said, I've got a good reputation with the others, and I really want one with building control and everyone else. I'm not here to do anything illegal. It was obviously a bit of a scare when I got the letter through the legal works, but I know that I'm not doing the legal works. Obviously, I wanted to speak to you about it. And if you ever do need to come down to the site, please do. More than welcome. Anytime to come and check.
I'm satisfied with what you're saying. If you can just, if we can just complete the circle and end it with an email to basically saying the only work that you're doing on site is remedial works in the form of an injected DPC due to a failure of the original DPC on site.
Yeah.
And the only work you're doing is in connection with that.
Yeah, lovely. I'll do that now.
The manufacturer instructions, etc., and then I'll close the file, sign it off, and you won't hear any more from us.
Lovely, right, lovely. Thanks, Dean. I'll do that this morning.
All right.